Craftsman 6-point shallows. That one I can't remember, and it's not that important. 12-point shallows, Craftsman. Let's see. Okay, this set right here, these set of impacts are my gray pneumatic duo set, shallow and deep. They go from 7 to 22. No skip sizes. Those in the back are 6-point quarter-inch Craftsman. Let's see. These up here. What are these? Oh, yeah. Those are gray pneumatic also. This is our gray pneumatic mid-length socket set, and Pittsburgh shallow metric 6-point, a set of Sunex 6-point universals, Pittsburgh deep sockets 1/2 inch, and these are also up to a certain point, and then I have a mixture of from part stores, from AutoZone, or that one chrome socket I think it was from Advanced Auto Power Built. Yeah, I need to get that axle nut socket set to complete all of that. I get everything done that I need to do with what I have, but I'd like to have the proper tools, the proper sizes. Next drawer, bits and drivers, or driver bits. That's the Milwaukee offset, adapter. One chuck is DeWalt, the other is, I can't remember, probably not Harbor Freight, but I can't remember. Some off-brand joint. That's a tray full of bits there. Cobalt impact bit set. DeWalt impact bit. Well, that's not impact bits, but I got other bits in there. I've had that thing, since 2006, since deployment. Milwaukee Shockwave bits. Tools Shop nut drivers, Tecton neck drivers, bits. I've got an assortment of other nut drivers in there. This thumb wheel came with these. That socket there on the end is a Gerber. Came out of a Gerber set. But adapters, Warrior magnetic nut drivers, right angle screwdriver from Harbor Freight. Another set of bits under there in a Black & Decker case, and those Warrior. The green box is a Master Force bit set that came with that screwdriver up top. My M12 set. I have a hacksaw. In the back is a Milwaukee screwdriver, NiCad. I need the batteries repaired for that thing, but I bought that on Craigslist. That 3 batteries and a charger for $20. So I like it, and I like the straight style, as opposed to the gun style. Hacksaw 4.0 battery M12. The drill, impact driver, and ratchet, and those batteries are on the charger. This drawer, C-clamps, ring compressor, pickle fork, inner tie rod tool, Pitman arm pullers, and McPherson strut spring compressors. Hammer drawer. Got my Pittsburgh set of hammers, Pittsburgh dead blow hammer. A couple of those rubber mallets are from Pittsburgh. I think the one in the middle is some other brand, probably from Menards. And a mall there. This drawer, wood chisels, cold chisels, a couple of files there, some files here, punches, center punch, picks, scrapers, brass drift, another scraper, picks, and an all, what are these little files called? Little small files, feather files, whatever. Smartphone repair kit, and punches under there. Oh, and the radiator pick set from Pittsburgh back there. Let's see, we have pipe wrenches, 3 different styles, tongue and groove pliers, 2 sets of Cobalt, 1 Husky that I got from my brother, snap ring pliers, underneath which is that infamous set that everybody advises not to buy. Underneath that is Milwaukee tongue and groove pliers. That set right there, the red with the exposed metal, that's Milwaukee. Under these snap rings are the Cobalt Robo Grips, which are only good for water spigots on your house or some doggone radiator drain plugs. That's what I've found. Adjustable wrenches of all sorts, a couple of gimmick ones in there. This right here is a GM Good Wrench universal socket, another gimmick tool. Small tongue and groove pliers, spark plug boot socket, which is another lesson learned. That thing sucks ass. Harbor Freight clamps, Cobalt, locking pliers, no name locking pliers, Milwaukee torque locking pliers, and those work real well. I really like those. Pliers, needle nose in the back. These little things right here are like sewing looms or knitting looms. John Gibson, that was another tip from John Gibson, to use those as for your pliers. They sell them at Walmart for, a little small, whatever they were. I can't remember what the price of them were. So needle nose, side cutters, regular pliers. These green ones are the old style hose clamp pliers, larger pliers, and dikes. And the front set is Milwaukee. Long needle nose, 45s, hose clamp needle nose pliers. The green ones underneath are Master Force from Menards, a mini set. Got the hose pinch off pliers from Harbor Freight. I was gonna get the what brand is it? The doggone it. I was gonna get a brand from from AutoZone, but then these went on sale, so I opted for them. They were the same thing, except the other ones were in green. Aviation snips. This right here is a gimmick tool. It's a 3-piece, plier and cutter set, that just doesn't want to cooperate anymore. It's a Husky, but I bought it and it was good while it lasted. All right, as hooks for hanging, calipers, flaring kit, another flaring kit, and tube cutters, the cube for the winding back of calipers, doggone bender, tube bender, and spring clamp, doggone gauge that I need to upgrade, another caliper compressor, flip sockets, One is a 4-piece set, and I think one of them is attached to my impact gun, and the other is a 3-piece set that they offer now. Patch and plug kit, and I want to upgrade that, man, to a Blackhawk. You know, I keep hearing good things about that, so I really want to try that. Is it Blackhawk or Blackjack? One of the two. Shoot. Chrome flip sockets that go with this extendable, you know, lug wrench, cheater bar. All right. Down here, I have 2 Makitas, an impact gun and a drill. I bought those from a pawn shop for like, you know, 40 or 50 bucks. You know, and they worked in the pawn shop, and as soon as I got them home the next day, you know, those batteries had died, you know. So the battery packs needed to be rebuilt. They were a step up from the Harbor Freight stuff that I had gotten, but I never even got to use them and whatnot. But I hold on, you know. So at some point, you know, I'm going to probably get those batteries rebuilt, even though I'm moving to lithium-ion, you know, brushless tools and whatnot, you know, since I've invested in them. And, you know, there'll be a loaner, you know, for my sons. Dad, can I borrow? Yeah, you take the Makita. I've got the 2763 Beast. I've got the 3/8 doggone Impact. I'm going to get that mid-torque Impact, and I think I'll get that one in the 1/2 inch because it's just about the size of this 3/8. You know, it's a lot smaller than that sucker. This tool shop brand, I was on the way to the junkyard, and I was going to go to Harbor Freight and get that doggone $99 NiCad Chicago Impact, and I decided to look online and see what else, you know, anybody had to offer, because I just didn't want to, you know, deal with NiCad anymore. And Menards had this one on sale as a kit, the impact wrench, 1 lithium-ion battery, which is probably, you know, 1 or 1.5 amp hours, and charger. And then I had to buy a second battery. You know, I bought a second battery for like 30 or 35 bucks, but it worked out. It worked out pretty good. It didn't leave me stranded in the boneyard or anything, so I was good to go. And finally, got the Chicago Electric plug-in impact. These gloves, I really like these gloves. These aren't that bad, you know, a little thicker, you know, for the winter time. Air tool oil and the Central Pneumatic Earthquake line, you know, is that 3/8 or 1/2? Okay, 1/2 inch ratchet, 1/2 inch impact, and 3/8 impact. Neither of those I've never used. I've had the lower quality ones, you know, but my compressor couldn't keep up with those. So as I acquired those, then I started, you know, getting the electric impacts and just never bothered with the pneumatic. But I have them on hand because I want to get myself another compressor. All right, that'll wrap it up. That'll conclude this particular Toolbox tour. Look for other things to follow. I appreciate you guys listening to me and checking out my video. Hopefully there'll be more to follow. I'm sure there'll be more to follow. I've got some content in mind already. So please like, share, and subscribe. Hey, you guys, get out and support Hard Knocks Forge tool giveaway submissions and whatnot. You know, make your videos and whatnot. You know, took me forever and a day. I've been at this, you know, for like almost 3 years, and this is my first video. So, hey, make it happen, you guys. All right, thanks. I'll talk to you guys later.